Wait, which one are we doing first?
I don't know. What should we do? Oh, should we do the Reddit stories first?
Sure. Hello, friends. That's how I start all my voiceovers. Hello, friends.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
Why is it purple?
Oh, it's because it's the creator version. Ooh, our last episode.
Purple one?
It's just the creator version.
Well, welcome back to
What?
Podcast. I'm Alston.
I'm Becca.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Aubriana. And on tonight's episode, we are going to read some Am I the Asshole Reddit posts.
Okay, are we ready? Round 2. So this one is really short, and it's only from a couple hours ago too, so there's not a ton of comments, but it's pretty good engagement. So, am I the asshole? Told my girlfriend not to use my electric face razor on her vag, but she did anyway. So, long story short, in the past, my girlfriend, me 27, her 26, admitted to using my razor on her coochie. I told her to never do that again, and even gave her my old electric one to use. Fast forward to recent, and I found out she used it again. Along with that, I have been telling her for months to stop showering without the fan on or the door open a little bit, as it'll cause water damage over time. Well, at the same time of finding out about the razor, she had made the bathroom walls wet with water again, and I blew up a little bit. She has a hard time taking any criticism and has a hard time admitting fault, so this did not go over great. Now, a week or so later, I was asking her where something of mine was and if she possibly used it. Her response was, "Why do you always assume I'm using your stuff?" I threw back, says the same person that was asked to not use my razor on her vag, yet she did it anyway. Now, for the first time, she has decided to go spend the Saturday on her own instead of having me come with her. I'm not worried we're drifting apart. However, I don't want these things to keep happening without change. For reference, the only thing we really bicker about is chores and who has done what. I really wish this would stop, but we both keep on keeping track. We have also been together for about a year and 2 months. Any ladies or anyone else out there have any advice on how to get my lady to see my point of view, or how to get her to be more reasonable to admitting fault, not being so defensive all the time? Thanks.
She sounds like a little bitch.
Girl, that's disgusting.
Grow the fuck up, homie.
That I don't think he's an asshole. Like, maybe somebody could say, like, the blowing up or, like, what he said back to her, but she also threw something at his, like, why would you assume that? Like, you didn't just, how many things are you taking or not using that he's asked you not to?
And how many people are in the house they live with? If it's just them two, obviously she was the one who used it.
Yeah.
And how many times has he asked her to not do that?
Mm-hmm.
I would be different, in my opinion, too, maybe if he didn't give her one to use. Like, he gave her his old one.
Can't you just buy your own if you like his so much? Why are you using something on your coochie that he uses on his face?
That's so gross.
I literally have to say the very first comment is not the asshole. There's a reason they're called personal hygiene products. They're not meant to be shared. Mm-hmm. It's like a toothbrush.
Right?
Like, we don't share toothbrushes. We don't share razors. Like, we don't... Okay, this might be gross to somebody. We share the same, like, nose trimmer.
That's
like,
for your nose.
It's not like you're trimming your nose hairs and he's trimming his bush.
Yeah.
Right. Or asshole or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not personal like that. You're like, wait, have you done that?
He has a secret.
Oh my gosh, okay, this one is, the commenter's name is Oldest Crone, and it says, not the asshole. Son, why are you with her? She clearly has no respect for you. Let this one go. In time you will meet someone better. Trust me on this.
Trust me, bro.
Trust.
I don't necessarily know if this is like breakup territory if you're with someone for over a year, but if this has genuinely been a consistent disrespect, and I understand being defensive. I am very defensive when it comes to fights. But it is a conversation that they have to have where, like, you have to meet a middle ground at some point, or it's genuinely not going to work between them. There has to be give and take in a relationship. And yeah, it sucks sometimes to admit you're wrong, or you hurt somebody's feelings, or you know, maybe she forgot he asked her not to use that down there. But even so, don't get defensive and be like, I didn't do that. You always blame me.
Like, grow up.
Right. And they are older too. I think 26, 27. It's not going to get any easier, let me tell you. It doesn't. Like, when you're together longer, it doesn't get any easier. So if she's blowing up like this and you can't handle it or can't figure it out now before you're married and you're really unhappy.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. You little rat, get out of here.
Fine, I'm out of here.
You're validating the rat. Person shot a deer when they were told not to and then lied about it. Why am I the only person that is pissed off? FYI, I'm not a hunter. Have never been so. We live on a sheep and beef farm owned by my mother-in-law. Friends come hunting for deer in the bush, not a problem. Down the road, my uncle-in-law owns an actual deer farm, and one day some stupid plebe left one of the gates unlocked. Over 20 stags escaped, scattering over nearby farms. They jump fences like they don't even exist. One of my mother-in-law's friends asked if they can come for a walk. Sometimes hunters just like to go for a walk through the bush even when they don't get anything. Mother-in-law clearly states that nothing is to be shot at, as uncle-in-law's deers have escaped and he is trying to get them back. Anywho, fast forward a few days and someone else let slip that the friend did shoot a deer that day and didn't tell anyone of the family at the farm, only friends in town. Mother-in-law asked said friend about it and only got back, "We went for a walk." Question is, why am I the only one that is pissed about this? No one else seems to care, though we are leasing the land now and he comes out on our watch. Is something wrong with me? How would you feel if a family friend lied and shot a deer on your property when you told them not to? Please help solve this issue that has been going on for far too long. Thanks.
Why do they have deer? Is it
They're
for the
farm.
meat?
Yeah, because there are a lot of commercial, like in a restaurant, if you get like venison or something, it's usually farm raised. So it is a farm animal. There's people actually that live not too far from you that they used to have elk.
Yeah, I remember I remember seeing reindeer.
There's reindeer too. Somebody had reindeer for a while. So it can be a farm type thing where, I mean, they're going to harvest the meat.
I just think, like, why lie?
I just think it's very selfish to be like, oh, deer escaped. I'm going for a walk with a... Like, what? And especially if you're friends to them, most people that are friends with a farmer understands how much that one animal equals money for that farm. You're making a loss they're already could potentially lose how many deer got?
I think
20? Wow. And those are stags, which means that they were the male, which means those are the ones they use for breeding if they breed them. That's the ones maybe that would have better genes than somebody else. I don't know, it could be big. That's just, I don't think that this person, the OP, is an asshole for being upset. I don't understand why nobody else is upset, but maybe they're just like, well, it was loose.
Right.
But if you're a friend of the family and we're like, don't shoot anything, like our deer got out, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's really fucked up.
There's no comments because it's only 39 minutes ago.
Oh, they
Damn.
That's fresh.
On the other end of it, though, like, it's also one of those things where it's like, do we really make a huge deal out of this?
Right.
I can see it, just not wanting to bother with the hassle of making it a big deal.
Right. And that guy could probably just be like, well, I didn't know.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just mentally exhausting arguing with people about something like this.
babe.
I just feel like at some point I would just be like, it's not really worth it.
That's
I also feel as though it could be one of those things where he knows that they know, because if the mother-in-law is like, oh, so what happened when you went for what? Oh, I just went for a walk. Like, that person's already going to be anxious about it, and I kind of feel how you feel. I don't know if I necessarily make a big deal out of it, but let me tell you, you're never getting eggs from my farm again. You're never getting meat from my farm again. You're never going to be invited over again. That's the type of pettiness I would do. And this person may be younger, because I think I did see in quotations, it's a daughter-in-law, so I think that they're younger of the, like, family of who owns the farm. But I would be petty. You're not. That's how my revenge would be, or my anger would be like, you're just not gonna get. You're gonna shoot my animals when I tell you not to. You're not welcome on my farm anymore. Well, Jason, you hate animals. How do you feel?
I literally just go in their freezer and be like, "Thanks for butchering this for me."
Property
you
on
fuck
this.
with my, you fuck with
You fuck with my animals. I fuck with you.
You fuck with my deer, I'ma fuck with you. You fuck with me, I fuck with you.
Bitch.
I just-
Bitch.
I agree, though.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. You're gonna mess with my stuff. So,
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
not the asshole.
Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend because her mom insulted me?
Oh god.
I, 24 male, and my ex-girlfriend, 25 female, decided to invite her family over for dinner. We wanted to do it at home since we thought it would be a better first introduction. We set the table, made nice food, everything was looking good. My girlfriend, who we will call Gwen, told me that her brother, 18 male, would love to see my gaming room. I have no problems with her brother, so I agreed to show him. In my room, I had a lot of Marvel posters and figures, since I really enjoy it, along with some other posters to shows and movies.
Sorry, I didn't know his ringer was on.
I
No
muted it.
phones at the
I'm-
podcast table! I have no problems with her brother, so I agreed to show him. In my room, I had a lot of marble.
We all have marbles.
I had a lot of Marvel posters and figures since I really enjoy it, along with some other posters to shows and movies. Her brother, let's call Scott, indeed loved the room. I let him play on my console while we waited for Gwen to finish off the food. Gwen's mother walked into my room and gave me and Scott a disgusted bitch face. I said hello, but she just stared at the room. Why do you have this stuff? Are you 5? She asked. I was confused on what she was referring to until she directly commented about one of my posters. You are 25. Why are you obsessed with superheroes?
Oh, fuck off.
Scott corrected her when she pointed out a character. That's actually a villain, Scott innocently said. He was just trying to make jokes, but Gwen's mom was not having it. She proceeded to call me immature and a terrible influence on Scott. When she was walking up the stairs, I heard her mumble a word I will not repeat, but it's about homosexuals.
Ooh.
I didn't want to start anything, so I continued to let Scott play on the console, which was a superhero game, and I went on my phone. After we all finished eating, Gwen's mom pulled me aside. I personally believe you should see a doctor. Oh my god, dramatic. Adult men shouldn't be playing with superhero figures or still watching kids shows. Something is wrong with you, and you better not let Scott grow up like you.
Wow.
He's 18, he's already grown. Shut the fuck up.
Literally.
I was astonished on how she said it like it was nothing. She left without saying goodbye to me or Gwen. That night, I decided to tell Gwen what her mom said, quoting everything as accurate as I could. No, she wouldn't say that. Gwen tried to cover up for her mom. I kept trying to tell her how I felt, but she said that I was being sensitive for taking it to heart. I was angry that Gwen automatically took her mom's side, even though I was hurt by what her mom said. I told Gwen that I don't want to get married if her mom would be my mother-in-law. I regret how I worded it, but now Gwen is infuriated. She yelled at me and said I was another word I can't say, and that she thinks I'm a drama king. Right there on the spot, I broke up with her. I can't see myself living the rest of my life with someone like that or with a family like hers. Except Scott. He's chill. Am I the asshole for breaking up with her? There is an update.
Ooh.
Update, I kicked out Gwen. I assume she's going back to her mom's place. I will probably be reaching out to Scott soon and see if he wants to hang out.
Nice.
Wait, who was Scott again?
Her little brother.
Okay.
But he was 18.
Yeah.
So I don't think that the OP is an asshole because this family sounds hateful.
Yeah.
Just because you have superhero figurines, you're an F word. Like, they're gonna instantly make fun of you and say you're a little kiddish and you're a bad influence by... Personally, we just went and watched the new Deadpool Wolverine movie when it came out.
That's so
Well, and you
childish,
should see
like-
our apartment. There's 80,000 squishmallows.
Yeah, we literally have a ton of
And
stuffed
just like
animals.
the randomest.
Two things. First off, if it was just her that was saying that about him, I would say a little overboard to break up with your girlfriend. But the fact that she didn't defend him
Exactly.
and like basically blamed it on him too. And secondly, why because we're adults, why does it mean we have to give up every little joy in life.
That's what I was gonna say too. That doesn't make you a little kiddish to have a hobby or something you enjoy collecting.
Like something you liked as a kid, like you reached this age, now you have to not like it anymore. Cut it out of your life.
Yeah.
Grow up. Like, shut
Dude,
up.
I love collecting mini things.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all toys. But guess what? I'm a 27-year-old woman who wants some joy in my life.
Literally.
We brought her over a mini bookcase the other day to go with her mini books we got her for Christmas. That doesn't make us weird or you weird. It's just something you enjoy.
See, like playing with toys. You know, I like playing with toys.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I was gonna say too, though, I do agree about the girlfriend. I just feel as though she might feel similar about the action figures and stuff. She just hasn't said anything. Mm-hmm. Because why did the mom walk in instantly so weird and then the daughter defend like that? Mm-hmm. If my parents said something like that and you told me how uncomfortable you felt or how you felt like that was out of line, I wouldn't be, well, you just need to understand my parents. And maybe it is kind of a little kiddish. That just means you have the same views. You're just trying to be okay with it to be with this person. And that's not an authentic relationship anyway.
If my mom speaks disrespectfully to my husband, I'm calling my mom out, not my husband.
Yeah.
I mean, the relationship would just stay that way anyway, so might as well get out while you can.
And if she's already taking her mom's side about something that you actually love this early on, I mean, I guess it didn't say how long you guys had been together.
But either way.
I mean, it was his first time meeting her mom, so they couldn't have been together that long.
Yeah. I just find it, how do you walk into somebody's house? I don't understand how you walk in somebody else's house and be that disrespectful.
That's so rude.
What is this? Are you a child?
That's such like a boomer thing.
It's very like middle school.
You little mother.
Oh god, I'm caught in the crossfire.
Now
Little
we forgot what you were
bitch.
saying.
It's like boomers are always like, oh, this younger generation, they don't have manners and blah blah blah, when they're the biggest assholes ever. They say whatever they want. They're just
My old housemate, whatever, she, no matter how many times I told her not to say the N-word or not to say tranny, not to say the F-slur, she would still say it.
Oh my god.
It's that same type of mindset where it's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna change because you're just sensitive.
right.
Like, no,
You're too woke. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Am I the asshole? I splurged and bought me something after my wife told me no. I, 38 male, and my wife, 35 female, I'll just call her Kelly, have been together 9 years, married for 5, and we have 2 kids. Recently, I've been getting into sim racing, mainly Assetto Corsa. I have no idea what Assetto Corsa is. For some context, I am a long-distance trucker working 50-plus hour weeks, making around $170,000 a year. I'm usually home on Sundays, but that's not always the case. When I am home, I usually try to do something with the family, but since I've found this new hobby, I've been spending more time there. Kelly hasn't liked it, as I am not home much, so when I am, she wants family time. Perfectly understandable. Yet since I can't race while I'm working, I really don't have any time except for when I'm home. Within the last year, she has wanted a hot tub and a new car. I bought her both since money's not an issue, and they would be nice. So about 2 weeks ago, I brought up the idea that since no one ever rides with me in my truck, I could install a sim rig in the passenger seat. I've been seeing it done before and thought it would be the best of both worlds, as I could race when not driving and when home we could have family time. She immediately shot down the idea, saying it's just gonna be a huge waste of money. So without her knowing, I took off last Monday and Tuesday to have my friend who builds custom sim rigs built one into a passenger seat. After everything was done and bought, rig, PC, wheel shifter, monitors, etc., it came to be around $3,700. Nothing compared to what went into her $5,000 hot tub.
I'm sorry.
And $39,000 car. I'm good at this. Everything is collapsible, so I could see while driving. I need my eyes checked.
I can't see.
My eyes!
Really?
My eyes!
Reading on our little phones.
Everything is collapsible, so I could see while driving, so it is not a driving hazard and it doesn't affect her at all. So when I came home this Sunday and she saw it, she went ballistic, cussing me out, and left me to walk home. I park my truck at the shop. Kelly comes to pick me up and drives me home. So after a 40-minute walk, I made it home to see she took the kids to her mother's and wanted to talk about making smart financial decisions. This made me mad, as we have a large savings account and emergency fund, so what's wrong with me spending my hard-earned money to splurge a bit on myself? She is a stay-at-home mom, and it has been that way since we've met. I do all I can to make sure she has everything she needs and is happy, but I can't have a sim rig to relax and have some fun with the boys. Am I the asshole? Edit. I didn't think this would be needed, but seeing all the people saying that I take 2 days off for a hobby but not for family, I take days, weeks off all the time. We go on family vacations every quarter. I make time for my family. This purchase is so I can enjoy my hobby on downtime on the road. I see so many people saying, yeah, she's mad because you spent $4,000 to take away family time. No, if you'd read the full post, it is in my truck. This allows me more family time, yet I'm going out searching for things to do with my downtime on the road. Sorry for the confusion, title was poorly picked too. For everyone saying I should have had a conversation, I tried. She shot me down immediately, wouldn't allow the conversation. The kids are back home and everything seems to be fine, and I do call her and the kids every night. So many people think I don't care about my family. It's ridiculous. Finally. I think it's another he's not the asshole.
But I kind of still think he is.
But, like, he bought her, like, those 2 expensive-ass things, but he can't have his, like, own hobby stuff.
But those 2 expensive-ass things benefit him, too.
I just feel as though if you're gonna
True.
buy me something and then also throw it in my face. My thing is, so this rig that he got put in his work truck then is for racing.
He's throwing out there that, like, oh, I bought this hot tub for her and I bought this car for her. And then he also says they're nice. Like, they're nice to use. So he's getting use out of the hot tub. He's getting use out of the car. She's not getting use out of his $4,000 purchase.
Very true.
I'm in between.
Yeah.
I just don't like that he's throwing that I bought you thing. I'm kind of like now in between now.
Especially-
stay-at-home mom.
And she's been like that since we've been.
I don't know, I'm in between because, like, part of me is, like, fair, like, you deserve something, but also you deserve something with a good conversation. And also, you don't get to throw what you have willingly purchased your wife in her face to try to get what you want. And alluding that she's a stay-at-home mom and, like, she should feel lucky with what you get her because you make the money is dirty to me. Because the work a stay-at-home mom does, especially if you're gone 6 days out of the week, like 24 hours a day, she's doing it by herself.
That's
My
a
husband
job.
is home a lot, and it's still fucking exhausting for me to be home with my kids all day. And he would never throw money in my face. He would never say, well, I provide you everything you have.
Yeah, that's f***ed up.
And it very much gives me the vibe that that's what he says to her.
I do still think he's an asshole, though.
I think he's
It's like borderline.
an asshole simply because he made a big purchase without, like, it being a mutual decision.
Right.
Yeah, because I feel as though... Well, and especially because she said no already. And it's like, we don't know her reasoning behind that.
Right.
And it's like, even if you call your kids every night, that is not the same as physically seeing them. And if she's asking you, like, we need more home time, like you were saying, Obs, it's very difficult watching multiple kids alone. And she wants you to be there.
She said the reason that she went to her mom's was because of responsible spending. They need to talk about responsible spending. So it's like, has he made big purchases like this before?
Yeah, because we don't know the whole scope of anything.
Did they
And
have a savings account for a specific reason? Like,
Right, are those like college funds for kids? Like, that's not something where you're gonna willy-nilly spend it if something happens. And like you said, him buying her a car is to benefit him too. So guess what? When he's on the road however many days a week he's saying, she can bring their kids where they need to go, whether it's school or daycare, and she can go do whatever she needs to do. And I know people think stay-at-home moms, like, what would you have to do? Who does the grocery shop?
Especially if your husband is gone 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Right, you have stuff to go buy, stuff to go do, stuff to mail, stuff to take care of. Like, there's many things to have in order. Like, bills to get in order is a lot, especially if your husband is away and you're trying to figure out all these different payments. So, I don't think he's an asshole for buying himself something that he enjoys. I just think he's an asshole for literally
Going behind his wife's back.
Yeah.
Acting like he was at work.
Yeah, that's what's messed up too, is you lied hard enough that your wife thinks you're working and making money, and you're actually spending money without her consent. And it's like, we're married, my money is his money is mine, but I'm not about to go, I buy things for you. Like, I bought you a t-shirt, it was $10. Are you mad?
It's not like thousands.
Right, I'm not going and spending thousands of dollars to modify something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's not a very nice partner. He seems very, again, it's narcissism. Very selfish.
I also think, like, him using, like, the hot tub and stuff to be, like, to justify his purchase is, like, is that the only reason you bought them for her? Like, you didn't actually want to make her happy. You just wanted to be able to get what you wanted.
Right.
Then it's, like, the motive behind the gift isn't even...
And you can't tell me, wait, so you bought a hot tub just for her? You never use it?
Right,
Like, you're never going into it, and
Right.
you don't think, I don't know how old their children are, but, like, you don't think your kids get enjoyment out of that? It wasn't like, oh, I want a hot tub just for me. Like, you got a rig that's just in your truck when you're working to play games, which is great. Keep yourself entertained.
The car, too. The car she's using for the kids. And for...
Right, it's not for her. What is specifically bought for her?
Yeah.
I think he groups the mom into, like, just because she's a mom doesn't mean that's her whole identity. She's still a person with things that she's gonna want or need outside of a car, a hot tub, things for the house.
I say asshole.
I say asshole.
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 Our first asshole.
Yeah.
I will say, though, you're a redeemable asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just a conversation, an apology maybe. That was dumb for me to spend X thousands of dollars to do this. And then maybe he could be nice and buy her a little treat.
Yeah.
For her. And that wraps up our episode of Am I the Asshole? Did you agree or disagree with our verdicts?
Comment below.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And like.
Thanks for watching.
What?